here, baby. Or should I say? Come on with it.
So it look like I'm gonna be around here for a while. I ain't trying to be a daddy, but if you need some advice, feel free to talk to me.
Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on with it. And as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button, share this content. Yeah. They really say, ain't no party like a cowboy party. What about a Law Nation's groove? From my studios to yours. Can somebody please help me find my home? 'Cause I'm going crazy out here alone. Come on with it. Mama said, come on with it. All right. That boy said on the real.
That motherfucker don't miss, man. He's good. In the heat of
5.
In the heat of controversy.
4. Put a 2 in the chat if you miss Law. If you miss me, baby.
Hey, bro, come on now. Come on, man.
Yeah. Long wait.
On the real.
Me and your mama.
Getting real.
Come on with it.
So it look like I'm gonna be around here for a while.
5.
I ain't trying to
4. 3.
need some advice.
2.
Feel free to talk to me.
And Law. Come on with it. Come on with it, baby. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. What about a bees and bologna party? I see you, fam. Appreciate everybody, man. All right. Appreciate y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope you guys are sweating barbecue, chicken. What else we got? Some pork chops. What else you got? The swine for your mind. Some links. Yeah. I hope y'all are sweating that out. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank everybody for tuning in. The name is Law Nation. Sometimes a wait could be too long, right? Let me say this again. Sometimes a wait can be just too long. And when you're waiting for something for so long, and then when you finally get it, you're like, oh, man, I don't want it no more. Man, I don't even want it no more, man. But this is the 5-star restaurant. Man, I don't care, man. You know, just give me the hog head cheese and some crackers, man. You know, I'm done with the tomahawk steaks, man. Come on with it, man. Sometimes a long wait can be too long. And it can be one of those things whereas you waiting on it, and then when you get it, you sitting there like, man, it's all right, you know. Hey, who put the raisins on the potato salad? Man, come on, man, we waited this long for this? You mean to tell me you put potato salad and raisins? Come on, man. And carrots? Oh, come on, man. But, you know, that's just for what it is. I have chicken on the grill right now, smoking away. And who got the eagles on the grill? Anybody got some chicken eggs or anything like that? Some eagle eggs? Come on with it. But the reason why you guys are seeing Micah Parsons information up there is because today is his birthday. So let's put a round. I would sing, but I don't want to, you know, kill y'all ears over there, man. But put a round of applause to Micah Parsons. So put HBD11 in the chat. Happy birthday, Parsons. Parsons. Yeah. So put HBD 11 or put 11 in the chat if you don't want to type all of that. Today is his birthday. He turns 26, and we waiting for the Joneses to understand that, hey, if you got a guy with the kinds of caliber of Parsons,
and they understand the cost that is involved,
meaning that you got to figure out a way to celebrate that and just go ahead and pay the man. I get it, man. We want all of the T's crossed, all of the I's dotted. But at the end of the day, Cowboy Nation, we shouldn't even be talking about Parsons unless we're talking about him being in the Hall of Fame or something already. We should be already celebrating, his contract and beyond. But I get it. The Cowboys got a rule of thumb that they like to go by. And that rule is that they are on their own time, right? Shout out to you, Dallas Cowboys hard hitter. Shout out to you, Jay Fuller. Shout out to you, Sam Roes and Robert King. Shout out to you, Jameson Taylor in the building. Appreciate you. And happy birthday, Parsons, and salute to Mama Parsons, Daddy Parsons, Brother Parsons, Sister Parsons, and all of the Parsons family. Appreciate them on all what they do for the nation and how they get things going in the best way possible. So with that being said, Cowboy Nation, we're going to get into this part right here for those who lost loved ones, and we all lost loved ones during this time frame. We want to make a real quick moment of silence for the fallen soldiers, those who fought, bled for this country, and continue to fight for this country. We want to give respect and pay homage to those individuals here. Shout out to you, Jessica. She sent $2 in and said happy birthday, MP. So what I'm gonna do with that $2 is I'm gonna Apple Pay Parsons, and I'm gonna say, hey man, here you go. I wanna know what he yeah. I'm gonna Apple Pay him and be like, hey man, Jessica said happy birthday. I'm gonna see what he say, Jessica. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And of course he's an Apple guy, right? Okay, RIP. But let's do a moment of silence for all of the soldiers, man, for all what they were able to do for this country and being able to be recognized in a good way. Hold on, I thought I had it, but I don't have it here. But we gonna get it together. Hold on. Yeah.
Blue Magic. That's a brand name.
Oh, wrong one, but it can fit right on in. All right, hold on. I got to get rid of one to add one. But y'all bear with me, man. This the holidays, man. And when you're holiday in, sometimes things don't work out the way it's supposed to. But here we go. I think I could find it another way. Hold on. Let me just type it in this way. Bear with me, Cowboy Nation. We ain't doing nothing else, man. Hey, flip the meat. Shoot. In a moment of silence. And appreciate everybody, man, for y'all respect, man. And Android gang, oh man, the green bubble texters, man. If you're an Android person, put Android and put an A in the chat. But not because Apple and Android. If you're a green bubble texter guy or girl, put green in the chat. I can't stand y'all. No offense though. Happy birthday, Philly boy Micah. This is Duncan Wright. Appreciate you, man. Android gang. Oh my God. Man. Y'all need to go get some Apple phones, man. Yeah, it's hard to convert these people over, but USA. All right, so the other topic line of the day is talking about this individual here, and his name is Jalen Ramsey. A lot of news been circulating around that. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. I got somebody who hit me up. Hold on. Oh, Jerry McCoy just hit me up. Okay, good. Shout out to Jerry McCoy. All right, so he commented on one of my videos. Okay, good. Shout out to Jerry McCoy. All right, so a lot of people been talking about Jalen Ramsey, right? And Jalen Ramsey, could he be a good fit for us? And shout out to this TikTok video from Dallas Cowboys, the plug. Appreciate them. One thing I can say is with Ramsey, we gonna talk about that zesty moment right there. Yeah, we can talk about the zesty moments. Okay, let's talk about the zesty moment. He is right here.
You know what I'm saying? The game over with. You still mad because I was locking you up? All right, go sleep on that. I ain't trying to hear that after the game.
So you vowed that he wouldn't get in your head. But you managed to get in his head, you think?
What you think? You tell me. You tell me. Anytime I lined up on him. Yeah, y'all go watch that. Y'all go watch that. Y'all tell me who got in who head.
Who got in who head. All right, so when we start talking about Ramsey to the Cowboys, here's my rule of thumb. Will he improve the room from I guess from D to A, or from D to C, or will he improve the cornerback room from D to B, right? And normally we go back and forth talking about, okay, this team needs a one tech, right? But when he look a little zesty, nothing wrong with it. To the Zest community, man, we appreciate all that's here, right? But neither here nor there. Here's my thoughts on it. In the last 3 years, what Jalen Ramsey will bring to the table, is it something that we can tangibly look at and say that this will better our room? One can argue and say yes. The others can argue and say no, he's long in the tooth. But when I did some research and I typed it in via the chat GPT, and I said, can you present to me a side-by-side of Jalen Ramsey, and dare I say, shout out to you, Tricks. Thank you so much. We need a Captain Zest here for real, for real. Hey, hey. All I can say is, hey, shout out to Jalen, man. All right, so it's a stupid rule. They should sign him now. Okay, all right, so this is what I wanted to say. Let me get it out. In the last 3 years, what if I told you guys that you don't really have to get rid of tradable assets or paying crazy money, because there's been a guy that's been equivalent from total tackles, INTs, forced fumbles, and beyond, and he's on the free market, meaning that you don't have to spend a lot of money nor draft capital in his name, and he played for the Cowboys. He wore 21. Can y'all put his name in the chat? Because this is what I did, the side by side. I asked Chat GPT and them. I said, hey, help a brother out, HBO me, chat. And this is what she came up with. And it states here. It states here that here's the side by side comparisons of Jalen Ramsey and Stephon Gilmore over the past 3 NFL seasons in 2022 to 2024, highlighting their performance metrics, right? All right, so Jalen Ramsey, 3 years, he had a total of 44 games, 170 tackles, 121 solos, 49 assists, 3 sacks, 9 INTs, 34 pass defended, and 3 forced fumbles. That is Jalen. Not Tolbert, not Brooks, not Cropper, but Ramsey, right? So now we go down to Stephon and them. In his last 3 seasons, he had 48 games, so he played a little bit more. But, hey, your best ability is your availability, right? And we only talking about facts. We ain't talking about opinions, right? And keep in mind, those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still, right? So we ain't going into X's and O's and all of this stuff, but we going to X's and O's, but we're talking only about the facts of the matter, right? And the facts of the matter is,
let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
He had also 179 total tackles, 136 solos, which is really good for a DB. I love my DBs having solo tackles, by the way. 43 assists. He didn't have any sacks, but he had 5 INTs, 33 pass defended, and 1 forced fumble. And what ChatGPT, she said, or he said, or the AI that's they claim both said that tackles, Gilmore recorded more total tackles out of 179, comparable to Ramsey 170, right? And then it says interceptions. Nevertheless, Ramsey had a higher interception count, 9 versus 5, indicating both have great impact on turnovers, right? So pass defended, both players showcase strong pass defense, right? And Ramsey is slightly better. Sacked and forced fumbles, Ramsey is slightly better. So if this is a situation and scenario, and I get it, let me... Cool.
That's where the guts went. Just drop.
Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, we can be over analyzing a situation. And the thing is, I get it. There's nothing like a new thing. When you hit something new, you got a feeling in a sensationalism that, hey, ain't nothing like the first time. So now you're looking at it like, we know what Gilmore is over here. But Jalen, come on, man, let's go give the Ramsey a shot at it. But here's my thoughts on all of this. You shouldn't be going too far deep in with Jalen Ramsey when he never played here before. Gilmore already got rapport with most of the guys here, and pause if necessary. Anybody took that as a other innuendo, but neither here nor there. But what I'm getting at is that if I'm going to pay any money, right, and I know for sure that Diggs is on his way back, Josh Butler is on his way back. Got a chance to talk to him this past weekend. Shout out to Josh Butler. He got a new one on the way. Salute to him. It's a boy, by the way. And also, put congratulations for Josh Butler in the chat, though. And if you still wanting to bring in Stephon Gilmore because of the fact that I can tell you, regardless of whether it's Gilmore or Ramsey, it doesn't matter. Matter of fact, it can be Edgar or Holly or Ice Cold Cowboy. I would rather see y'all out there opposed to Andre Booth. Give me Ice Cold Cowboy. Give me the Dallas Cowboys hard hitter opposed to Andre Booth. I think I saw enough of Booth, man. Congratulations on Josh. Yeah. So he did give me a timetable, and I don't know if I'm privy to say that yet, but as time get closer, I will let you guys know. But I'm going to say this, though. As a new media guy, is more on the front end of the schedule versus the back end of the schedule, if that can mean anything for you guys, right? So that's all I'm getting at. All right, shout out to you, Keith. Appreciate you, Jamar, what's up with you? So my thing is both cornerbacks out of Gilmore or Ramsey, they will be good pieces. It's just that this will be a situation and scenario that you don't have to pay all of that money.
Case for Jalen Ramsey. He's probably waiting with a little bit more bated breath. Any updates on his situation and a potential trade there?
Yes, I was told Miami has been in contact and in talks with several teams about Ramsey. So nothing imminent yet, in part because of that $24 million in guarantees that he is owed in 2025. The Dolphins haven't shown a willingness to pay a lot of that money. Neither do teams. Now, the LA...
Man, that 24, man. At $24 million. Can y'all hear that audio? Can y'all hear that audio good? Yeah. $24 million, man. That's a lot of money, man. 24 cause it. And that's how all my, y'all put the rest of the lyrics down, man. 24s, that's a lot of money, man. And I would say to you all, come on, Stephen Carroll. Appreciate you for the first AI super chat.
Stephen Carroll, $19.99. Law, out of the two, who would you prefer to have? Keep in mind who could be a better teacher.
Oh man, Shay, hey, come on, where you at, Shay? Hey, I got you. Hold on.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Yo, Gilmore is a better teacher. Gilmore is a better teacher. Now, one teaches by words and also skill play. The other one would teach by absolute on the field presence, right? Like when you got a dog, right? When you got a dog nasty, where my dog at? George, come here. George. Hey, George, when you got a dog out there, you know, sometimes you just watch said dog. You don't have to go over there and pet the dog, you know. You just watch the dog. And that's what Jalen Ramsey is. He's more of that dog. But Stephon Gilmore, I mean, come on. Anytime you win Defensive Player of the Year as a cornerback, shoot, that means you got pedigree. I mean, that he's a dog too, don't get me wrong, but I think that you can learn more from Gilmore. And if anybody can really benefit from this would be the Bland once again, right? Diggs, you don't have to rush him, even though we seen him running out there with his brother and them. That's cool, but I just look at it like this, Stephen Carroll. Bring in someone that already been here so they don't have to learn the new avenues and stuff like that. And granted, I think that Jalen Ramsey is a whole lot younger, right? And you may get higher upside, but give me Gilmore at this point. JD from DC, the problem with Diggs is availability. Yes, that is 1,000% true. The availability, D-Shift says, faith in injured guys back at 90% after the bye. Yep. Now, that is something, D-Shift, that we can all look at. And Mr. Kima states that Jalen Ramsey made a vow not to play for the Cowboys ever. I just think that the whole ideology, when you're young, you burn bridges, right? But it's better to build bridges than burn them. And I think that Jalen Ramsey kind of got into his feelings and he kind of burnt the bridge. Whatever it may have been, never say what you would never do, especially when you got teams or ownership with billions, right? You know, so it is for what it is. I get the sentiments, right? I get the frustrations and everything. But Jalen Ramsey, by David Mulugeta being his quote-unquote agent, right? And David Mulugeta stays right here in Dallas. What better place would be than
Please come home. I got beans and
bologna. And think of this, the other ramifications. You can play a teaspoon of games with the Dallas Cowboys and you forever be a Dallas Cowboy. Right? You'll forever be a Dallas Cowboy. You know, people going to always recognize you as, hey, man, that's a former Cowboy. Right? Sam Hurd got busted up and arrested over there in Chicago. Former Cowboy. He was still playing with Chicago Bears. Former Cowboy. You get what I'm saying? Greg Hardy, he go runs a stop sign or something like that. They don't mention the Panthers. Former Cowboy. You get what I'm going? The Marco Murray, shoot, and all of those boys. I would prefer Gilly. That's my options or opinions. Appreciate you, Stephen Carroll. I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you. Torres, let the AI speak on it.
Torres Carson, $10. Dog, Gilly.
Gilly! Down, boy. Hey, kibbles and bits. All right. Still them boys says put Ramsey at safety. I projected that that's where he's going to go on the tail end of his career. And y'all don't hear me saying this, but if Trayvon Diggs can tackle, he'll make a hell of a safety. Oh, yeah, Trayvon Diggs. Oh, did I say that out loud? Lance says, never played corner in my life. My and Booth tape would be similar. Oh, yeah, you and Booth tapes would be similar. Might as well send you to Oxnard. Lance, I feel you, man. Yeah, the modifiers on the words kind of mess me up. Yeah, you're right with that.
Rams have been loosely involved here. You know, they won a Super Bowl with Ramsey. They're very familiar with the player. Nothing hard and fast, though, as far as a deal. NFC East could be one to watch. Dallas Cowboys, look, they made 3 trades this offseason, 4 players on rookie deals. Could they make a 4th trade on a NFL veteran who's on a bigger contract? Certainly, but they need cornerback help. When I checked with somebody in Dallas, they said, look, it's possible we might not be done. It's slow right now, but, you know, we could always be looking to add.
That's Jeremy Fowler. And that's not Dante, but Jeremy. And that's what he's saying, that NFC East. Now, let me clear my throat with this. Shout out to you, James. Appreciate you for the $10 Cash App, man. I appreciate you, man, so much for your support, your love, and adulation for the nation.
The money out! All of it! Come on!
It was a come on!
Come on!
Come on. Yeah. So here's my thoughts too. I'm greedy. The also part of the other issue that we can't see is that I don't want Ramsey to play within the confines of this particular division, though. Let me say this again. I don't want Ramsey playing within the confines of this division. So if the Giants start calling, if the Eagles start calling, and if the Washington team start calling, then I'm going to sit there and say, hey, what's up, big head? You know what I'm saying? You got to at least see if something can really transpire over for you, because you don't want your oppositions, your ops, to get better. You know, you always want to poison the wells of your ops. And it's like when the damn Eagles won the Super Bowl, there should have been a situation whereas a part of that ring need to go over there to the Giants, man, because the Giants allowed Saquon Barkley to get up out of there and to go to the foes. Like, a part of that got in the way. Ain't this right, Jay Fuller? Appreciate you so much for the
J_Fuller $9.99. Ramsey just bought a house in featuring Worth.
Featuring Worth. I go to the moon.
It's an evil world we live in.
I go to the moon. So he bought a house in Fort Worth. Well, shit, Ramsey coming here then. Can you confirm let me see. If I type this in somewhere on the search engine, will I be able to find it, bro? And I want to know, man. I need to know. I got to know. Let me see. Let me ask ChatGPT. Let me see. Hold on. Bear with me. Hail Mary. Jalen. Let me see. Got the coins, man. Shout out to you, Albert, for the hundo, man. Appreciate you, man. All right, so let me see. Okay. All right. Look at you, man. Look at my guys. Look at my research team. My research department is crazy good. All right. Oh, man. Well, we get Jalen Ramsey then.
Super Mega $5.20. Without you, man, I would be lost in the update of the Cowboys. Thank you, man, for taking time out of your schedule to update us.
Oh, most certainly. And with that being said, that is always a good thing, man. It's always a good thing for you guys to do those things. And keep reading, girl. Keep reading.
Yes. Reports indicate that NFL cornerback Jalen Ramsey has recently purchased a home in Fort Worth, Texas. This information has been confirmed by sources such as CowboysCountry.com and Yardbarker. However, it's important to note that while the purchase is confirmed, the specific reasons behind it remain unclear. The acquisition has sparked speculation about a potential trade to the Dallas Cowboys, especially considering the team's current needs in the secondary. Despite this, there is no concrete evidence linking the home purchase to any impending trade. Cowboys insiders, including Mike Fisher, have stated that there are no active discussions or groundwork being laid for such a move at this time. It's also worth mentioning that Ramsey's decision to buy property in the Dallas-Fort Worth area doesn't necessarily indicate a professional move. Athletes often invest in real estate for various reasons, including personal use or investment purposes.
Okay.
Given that Ramsey is originally
Keep
from
going,
Tennessee
girl.
and has no prior playing history in Dallas, the purchase could be unrelated to his football career. In summary, While Jalen Ramsey has indeed bought a house in Fort Worth, there is no definitive information connecting this purchase to a potential trade to the Dallas Cowboys. The situation remains speculative, and any developments would depend on future decisions by both Ramsey and the involved NFL teams.
You go, girl. Appreciate you, girl. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? She. Yeah. She was on it.
You're welcome, Law. If you need anything else, stats, updates, or viral title, you know I got you.
Yeah. By the way, what's your phone number? You know, maybe we can. Hey, by the way, you know what I'm saying? What you doing a little later on? In summary.
Take the money out!
Hey, man. Hey, yeah, you go, girl. All right. Hey, to the guy that says, Law, you got 0 football IQ. All right, you put me in a room by any beat reporter and you put me in a chalkboard, I guarantee you I run circles around them. You put up a chalkboard, I guarantee you.
JD from DC, $9.99.
Especially on defense.
News, JD from DC just bought a house near AT&T Stadium.
Hey. Hey, JD, appreciate you, man. You know, yes, it did. CJ
Sacrifice.
Yeah, because come on, man. I know I talk to beat reporters. I talk to Mike Fisher. And I ain't beating up Mike Fisher. For example, if I sit down in a room with Mike Fisher, who's a journalist, and he's a journalist, but I play ball, and if I start breaking down quarters, if I start breaking down thirds, lower thirds, he ain't gonna know that stuff, y'all. If I start talking football stuff like that, y'all won't even know it. So I know for sure that if I start sitting down, John Shoulder, who's my guy, if I start breaking down halves, 2 halves, quarters, you know, if I'm start breaking down football stuff, the ones that trust me, especially Clarence. Y'all think Clarence know what? Y'all think Clarence really know how to break down tape and film? Come on with it. Jeez, man. Oh my gosh, man, it's crazy. Law, Newhouse and Law want them AI cheeks. Run it up, baby. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about all fun and laughter too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to get so anal. Jeez, indeed. But hey, stay tuned, because law school is going to happen in the curve to a lot of folks, but neither here nor there.
Do the Cowboys have the huevos? Do they have the marbles?
The mottos.
To just like call the GM of the Dolphins. Is that Greer?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Does Jerry have the gravitas?
If you want to win, put Boobie in, okay?
Pause.
Take the money out! All of it! Come on! You're wasting my time now. Come on!
Come on. Jeez. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. I'm just saying that for Stephen Carroll. Shout out to you, man, for dropping the $100 in the Cash App, man. Come on with it. Put SC in the chat, baby. Put SC in the chat. Yeah.
They can come closer than close. Yeah. Original, they never will be.
Oh my gosh. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, will the Cowboys introduce the notion to be able to pull the trigger on Gilmore, or to go get a quote unquote Jalen Ramsey? If you team Jalen Ramsey, put 1 in the chat. And if you're team Gilmore, put 2 in the chat. And we're going to let some of this other news and content goes through, because here's what I'm saying too. We also see that there could be a situation and scenario that, overall speaking of this in general, and when we start talking about this in principle, that this particular team, a lot of folks are feeling good about this. I see more twos than ones, so that means that a lot of people want Gilly here. And speaking of this, when they talking about making football, it feels like they care. This was from a few days ago. Elam, he was talking about this, and his daddy played for the Cowboys of Bloodline. He was saying they actually make you feel like they care. And then if you stroll up right here, and you would see that not just him is saying that, but Wanye saying that also this football team is making it fun again. So you mean to tell me how many years? Can somebody let me know how many years Wanye been here? And when were we bad? You know what I'm saying? As far as not having fun. So I believe that when you have the fun in the nature of what you do, that means that you will continue what you do. On this beautiful Monday, on Memorial Day, if I didn't like what I do, or if I wasn't having fun with what I'm doing, right, then I wouldn't be doing this, right? I would be sitting around here chilling and watching catching up on the movies, right? Yeah, I'll be catching up on Final Destination or something like that. He's been here for 4 years. Okay, appreciate you, Cole. Thank you. So I think that we birthed a new philosophy as it relates to culture. And when things are the way they are, the way it is going now, that means that also these guys are getting rid of all of the smelly stuff. And it's acting as if though, that they done did this right here, that they done sprayed a bunch of this stuff around. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go and let's stay in control of your odor. I love it.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
Happy birthday again to my guy Micah Parsons. But this Mando spray, if you spray it, man, like I said, it lasts up to 72 hours on fresh skin. You can't be having that dirty skin and putting it on it. So out with the old, in with the new. And with the new philosophy, we are saying that Shotty got the ability to gravitate towards these guys and make it more believable, right? That, hey, what I'm saying to you all, you guys need to listen. And that's what I'm saying is when you have the guy with the leadership mindset of what Brian Schottenheimer is bringing to the table, he could always had that in him, but he wasn't the one that's driving, right? And when you're not the one that's driving, sometimes those are the things that can get in the way. When you are not the one that's driving, right? Have you ever been like that before? You trying to go somewhere and you trying to give them directions. You trying to give them directions and they say, I got it. Then they pass the exit and you be like, man, if I was driving. Only if I was driving. And, and y'all know how us melanated community do. We ain't going to tell you if you pass the exit when it's time to go to that exit. Once you pass the exit, guess what we do? Where the hell you going? You know that you supposed to turn right there after you done passed the damn exit.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, man. Like, man, where you going, man? You supposed to turn off on exit 429, man. Where you going, bro? Sure. But some people, it is for what it is. Exactly. Lady Jessica said, wash your hands. And when you wash your toes and feet, get in between them things too now. Get in between them toes, man. But at the end of the day, Ramsey got competition at practice for Lamb and Pickens. I'm glad that you mentioned that because we practiced against Ramsey before. And he was a crazy guy out there on the field, man. And it is for what it is. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, y'all know exactly. Let me see if I can find that tape. Hold on. Where my chat's at? Pull that back up. All right. Good. All right. Yeah. Wash yo. Yeah. Let me see. That Jalen Ramsey. If y'all see him right here. Yeah. Was he in phase or out of phase? Was he in phase or out of phase, y'all? Was he in phase? Is he in phase or out of phase? You know, he's right here, and this is Lamb. He's going to press, and then he's going to kid him on the outside. Watch this right here, man. Ooh, I wish I could make it bigger. Come on with it. Watch Lamb. Yeah, I like it. Make off your releases, all the releases supposed to look the same. If you can get off of your stance and they all look the same, whether you running a bang 8, whether you running a 9, a comeback, a hitch, you know, if you running a 7, a post, whatever you running, you want your releases to look the same. And that's what Lamb can do. Watch. Yeah. He gave him a little wiggle at the top of the route. And yeah, all that back door wide open, baby. Yeah. And he turned his back. And of course, this is just practice. We're talking about practice, not a game. You know what I'm saying? Not a game. Come on with it. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, Parsons third for 126. There was some Parsons information out there that I wanted to share with you guys as far as his skill sets and beyond, too, as far as for what he's able to do in his first careers as a Cowboy. And these are things that we love to see, Cowboy Nation. Here it is right here in Parsons. Micah Parsons have 177 total pressures from 100. Let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on. Wrong stat line. Here it is. Bear with me. I almost got it on my favorites right here. I wanted to share this with you guys because a lot of people was talking about trading away Parsons. And here you go. I got it off the top of my head here. 52 sacks at the age of 26. He's only behind Myles Garrett and I believe Reggie White up until that age. That is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. To be in those rooms with those particular guys, that's crazy. And I get it. A lot of people say, well, Parsons is a one-trick pony. Well, if I can tell you that I'm going to give you 13 to 16 sacks, then it's up to your defensive coordinator to plan out the other things as it relates to stopping the run. Here's the thing. Run percentage grade, when we were able to look that up, guess who else in that same wheelhouse on being horrid against stopping the run? Nicky Bosa. But nobody talks about him. Parsons is a better run stopper than Nick Bosa. That's the craziest thing of it all. But Nick Bosa get a pass and Parsons get blamed for everything. And I'm quite sure Nick Bosa is about 10 to maybe 15 or 20 pounds heavier than Micah Parsons. We beat up our own players on certain things. And from what I remember is that the 49ers front seven in the last, 4 or 5 years, they've been a little bit building better than what we had. We've been taking safeties and putting them at linebackers, right? So what's Nick Bosa's excuse on not being able or not knowing how to stop the run? It's crazy how we would look at one end and say, okay, Parsons trash on stopping the run, but Nick Bosa and all of the Bosas, they get a pass. That's crazy, Cowboy Nation. Coaching has crippled more careers than players. Yeah, and, I think that, 2 or 3 different coordinators every year, that also can cripple your growth aspect too as well. All right, Cowboy Nation, We are approaching 11:25. I want to know your opinions, your thoughts on everything. Get feedback from you guys on this beautiful day. If you can, give me a call, and let's see what we can do when we open up the phone lines. But before we go to the phone lines, let me tell you who they presented by.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. Give them a ring, and
they understand the cost
that is involved.
That is involved.
No doubt.
Call my phone.
Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers. They are located here in the heart of Dallas. They have a combined over 100 years of experiences here. When you pick up the phone, you can either call 817 or 214, and all of the threes your heart can dial. And if you can't dial that number, visit FrenkelFirm.com. Someone will be able to contact you and relate to what's going on and put that information in. So feel free to reach out to Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers. Now, with that being said, the hotline for your mind is brought to you by Law Nation Sports as well. That's 657-390-7391. One of the mods should be able to put it in the chat there. All right. And if we got anybody here, we got Coach Marr from the 803. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, Coach.
What's going on, Law? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Man, I'm good, man. And, Coach Marr, real talk. It seems like it's progressing, man. I'm getting a little bit better at.
All participants are muted.
Hold on, Coach. I forgot to put the lecture mode on. Now you may speak. My bad, Coach. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm good. Hey, yeah, Law, I'm doing good, man. Happy Memorial Day to everybody, man. My show, Coach Marr, Real Talk, is getting better. I'm getting better at putting thumbnails and all kind of stuff on my stuff, man.
Right.
I'm trying to, hey, man, I'm trying to move up, trying to celebrate, trying to get closer, celebrate my first 100 subscribers, man.
Wow.
So if I can get to that point, man, hey, that'll be a great thing, man, for, within 2 weeks.
Man, that's dope.
Like 11 days, man. So, but I, put some things out there, man, and I hope, people have, enjoy looking at them and learning some things about some philosophies of football, man.
Right.
But I sent you an inbox,
okay,
Law, on X about my feelings about Jalen Ramsey.
Okay.
And how I've been trying to promote with the Jalen Ramsey thing. I think the Jalen Ramsey move would be probably the best move that we can make.
You think Jalen Ramsey will be a little bit better than your Carolina guy, Stephon Gilmore?
But this is where I'm going, and you have to go with me on this.
Okay, break it down.
Jalen Ramsey days, as I sent you that message, Jalen Ramsey days of being a premier cornerback are fading.
Yeah.
But his days for his second career, which will be a Hall of Fame career, is Charles Woodson like at safety.
At safety.
And his days, and I explained it in this way. His days of his eyes off the ball is kind of fading, because him running away from the ball, him just chasing and trailing receivers, those days may be a little limited because of, it's taxing on his body. Plus, it doesn't give him this instinct. But when his days of his eyes on the ball,
right,
the safeties have their eyes on the ball, his instincts, his skill level of reading quarterbacks, jumping routes, going towards the ball, making plays, being able to flow and use his instincts.
Correct.
Would be Charles Woodson like, which made, if we think about it, Charles Woodson moved to safety his first year at Green Bay and became what? Defensive MVP and put the Green Bay Packers into the Super Bowl.
I think that, Jalen Ramsey, his second wave or second half of his career, he got probably 3-4 more years in him. If he goes transition over to the safety aspect of it, there was always people thought of that of him anyhow. You know what I'm saying, on the back end of his career. Mm-hmm.
If you look at him with his last years at the Rams,
okay, but not the Dolphins, but the Rams, right? Yeah,
right. And if you look at and I was just explaining to somebody when I posted on when it was showing the highlight film. If you look at some of his highlights at Miami, when his eyes was on the ball, right? When he was playing zone defense with his eyes on the ball,
correct.
He made 90% of his plays because he still has the speed. He has the cover ability, so you don't have to really go. Sometimes you don't have. You gonna get caught in nickel because he got the cornerback skills. But his eyes on the ball will make him a dynamic safety where he can make plays because that's what he is as a playmaker.
No doubt.
And he's a hitter.
Yeah, he'll come down and hit and field. Yeah, the only thing is that I know for sure David Mulugata, knowingly that this could be his last contract, he's going to go for the gusto. He can go for the creme de la creme.
Here we go with this. With this. And, and when you get to a player of this nature,
right,
at this particular point in his career, contract and what his thing after football is probably more important than what he's gonna make on the contract.
That
while
part
he's on the field.
Yeah.
Because now he's building a brand after football that's gonna be everlasting, and that could be sold to him. Of the point, if he wins here, big,
right,
he is set for life to continue the gift to keep on giving for life with him. So, like I said, man. I don't like, and I believe this also, and some people don't realize this. You can go with a developmental corner on the other side.
Right.
If Jalen Ramsey's at safety, if he even says I'm going to help that corner, you're not going that way because of the fact that's Jalen Ramsey. And if you make a mistake and he's helping that corner a little bit, it's going to get picked off. He's going to make that secondary better. And in the history of football, dynamic safeties have made cornerbacks outstanding.
No doubt, Coach, man. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, Coach.
Hey, Law, I sent you a message on, I don't know if your text line, but I need to, give me a holler if you can, man. I need to ask them something of you, man. So if you got the text line, give me a holler one day, man.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, Coach Marv. And plug your channel one more time so people can know where to find and follow you.
Coach Mar Real Talk. Coach Mar Real Talk, that's my channel, man. And I thank all you people out there, man, who've been supporting me and that see me through you. Man, I appreciate you, man, Law, because your hard work inspired me to get out here and do this thing, man. But Coach Mar Real Talk, and follow me on Twitter at Coach Mar 1914, man. So hey, man. Salute to you, brother.
Thank you so much, Coach. That's Coach Marv, man. I got his page on the channel right now. If y'all can, he got 79 subscribers. I'm the 79th subscriber to that channel. I just subscribed to Coach Marv channel or page there. Be sure to click this link right here. I think it's somewhere in there, and you should be able to follow Coach Marv and show him support right there. I think I did. Did I? Here we go. All right, so here's Coach Marv channel right here. Be sure to check him out and show him support. YouTube community. Let me just say this: there's never too many people. There's never too many people. There's so many times that people would think that this particular space is saturated with too many content creators, too many different opinions, right? But all I can say, if you be the true person that you are, everything, the fortunes and all of that other stuff will follow you, because there are two most important days of your life: the day you was born and the day you realize your purpose. If you are operating in your purpose, you don't have to worry about nothing, So you just go in. I get so many people hit me up and say, "Hey, man, I want to do this." Hey, But if you passionate about doing this, then do it, right? Don't get bogged down into numbers. Don't get bogged down into like subscribers and viewership and all of that stuff, because the doors will open up for you as long as you operating in your purpose, right? You know, so that's all I'm gonna say with that. So y'all be sure to subscribe. And I said it was 79. Let me refresh and see how many people in there now. Let me see how many people in there now. See, 98. Boy, you finna get 2 more, man. You have your 100. Thou shalt decree a thing and it shall be established. Come on with it. Boy, don't have me to have church in here. All right, I got from the 409, then I got Point Dexter. Appreciate you. But from the 409, D Shift is first ahead of you, Point Dexter.
Hey man,
you got it. Go ahead.
Nah, that's how I know the space is in good hands, man. Just to have like the biggest, like in my mind, the biggest content creator of Cowboys football right now. Just like not being no gatekeeper, you know, and never complaining, never mad if somebody disagree with his opinion. Just and that's what's up, man. That's what's cool about the space and it's kind of the leadership we got here. But
appreciate it.
You know, I mean, there's I probably listen in and tune in just as much to go ahead and do my own content, but at the same time, the commitment and sacrifice, service shit. I feel like the way you kind of approach it with a servant mentality. I think that's what kind of sparks your success too. So big shout out to you, bro.
Thank you so much, man.
Man, I was just sitting back listening to the Eberflus thing. I was checking y'all's podcast last night, the Cowboys Collective.
Right.
And I was seeing the debate going on between DT and cornerback. And while John Machota, man, he was making valid points that had me thinking about just our bend and don't break type defense we had under Marinelli.
Right.
When Eberflus was here. I remember having. I don't remember really getting ran on, and I remember having kind of average guys on the D line, but I do remember if we had those average DBs, that kind of gave this system a little bit of trouble. So that kind of just had my mind wondering, although I fully agree with, like, if the new argument is about how can we revamp this defense and make it an elite one, and everybody knows that you got to start in the trenches, just like
you do. A better front seven will also make a better DBs, right? So when we lost Matt Eberflus, he left us in 2017. Remember, he was the linebackers coach. The following year, we had the bend but not break type of philosophy, and then once we figured out, this is what teams are doing now. In 18, I call it the big shift. Teams no longer played us on stopping the run. They played us on stopping the pass, because that's when we got Amari Cooper and all of this stuff. But what really happened is that our trenches, even in that year in 2018, was paper thin, right? So Eberflus, the same guy that's here, that's here now, laid out the blueprint. All you have to do is rush 4, drop everyone, right? They gonna continue to not run the ball, and then when it's time for us to stop the run, they don't know how to because of the personnel. And when he gave that blueprint out, I think that game they had a guy named Mac. And he ran all over us. I forgot his first name, but his name was Mac.
That Colts game before we got ran all over.
When
the Rams beat us.
Yeah, but he laid the blueprint. Remember, we got on a run because teams they were like, well, damn, this team is good. Dak Prescott is carving us up, and we don't know how to stop him. And then all of a sudden, we played the Colts, and that was the blueprint.
And that was the year
on both sides of it.
From that time, that's when I remember just having all those games where teams was putting up some 200-yard runs on us.
Yeah.
So this is arguably more talent on his defense than there was when he was last coaching with us under Marinelli as the linebacker coach.
There's more talent now, Schiff, but here's the other thing before I let you go, though, bro. Here's the other thing.
Sir.
Is if our offense is prolific, right? Like if our offense is efficient enough, right, to have the TOP and to score early in offense, efficient. It's just efficient. The efficiency level, right? If we have the efficiency level of being able to move the ball and score. And that means that the other team, when you're talking about running, that's a level of discipline, right? And if we can get up 1 or 2 scores, then it could be a landslide on how we approach this thing. But what we don't want is to lean on that. And I think that Matt Eberflus will be able to alleviate that by having real linebackers, right? And I get it. Right now we got one glaring hole, and that is Mazi and Jay, because these guys don't have a long list of experiences. So I hope that we can just play with the lead this year.
Yeah, and I hope that after the bye week, because that's when the schedule start getting to that championships like football. Like I hope those guys like Overshown, Diggs, like that's why I super chatted earlier about being at least at 90% after the bye. I argue that what you got right now can sustain what you're gonna play before the bye. But with a good offense and whatnot, but we'll see, man. So I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, D Shift, man. You have a good one, man. Thank you. Yeah, good call from D Shift. All right, so with that being said, all right, so how many years Mazi Smith been playing in the National Football League, y'all, for the Cowboys? How many years? Can somebody put that in the chat? I need to know. I want to know, man, how many years Mazi Smith been playing nose tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. And I got something that this shocking stat line may absolutely get you and thinking like, okay, all right. Okay. 2 seasons. Okay, 2 seasons. All right. My guy Dan Rogers reported this right here. Career high in nose tackles during their time in Dallas. Terrell McClain with 40. Antoine Woods with 34. Neville Gallimore with 33. Carlos Watkins with 32. Jonathan Hankins with 27. Malik Collins with 23. Can you guess the total number that Mazi have? Is it more than 40? Is it less than 23? I need to know from you guys. You only been playing 2 seasons. Is it more than 40? Or is it less than 23? Let me see if I can get the AI to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Let me let my AI speak on it, Let's see.
Here's a polished and engaging version you could use for a video script, caption, or post.
Come on with it.
Career high tackles by Cowboys nose tackles in Dallas. Terrell McClain, 40. Antoine Woods, 34. Neville Gallimore, 33. Carlos Watkins, 32. Jonathan Hankins, 27. Malik Collins, 23. Mazi Smith, 2024, 41. Mazi Smith just posted the highest single-season tackle total by a Cowboys nose tackle in recent memory. While he's still very much a work in progress, this stat shows clear signs of growth and upside. He's learning on the job and grinding it out in the trenches, something that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but matters big time in the trenches. Still raw, still building, but if this trend continues, Mazi might just anchor that interior for years to come. Let me know if you want to turn this into a visual slide, YouTube voiceover, or short style content.
Hey, all right, well, visual slide. But y'all better watch out, man, because that could be a situation and scenario when you look at it. Like, we've been throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And far as the nose tackle, getting tackles, he's been better than Terrell. He's been better than Antoine, Navell, Carlos, Jonathan Hankins, and as well as Malik. So with 41, that ain't nothing to sneeze at as a nose tackle. And we know he's been on it playing with a spoonful of reps. So shout out to Dan Rogers and all what he brings to the table. And I'm not putting batteries in the back of Mazi and say, hey, go, But what I'm just trying to give you guys is that's a very objective analysis point. And I got my guy, Poindexter, from the 409. What's on your mind?
What's up, man? I saw your comments on the YouTube for the Dak Prescott career. That came out a couple of 3 days ago. When they highlighted an unbiased report of Dak Prescott's career.
Oh, yeah, that guy. He broke it down. It was like 30 minutes of tape of him he was a Giants fan, and he was going over Dak Prescott's career. And he was basically, he pretty much said that Dak is him. He just that did Dak let down the Cowboys or the Cowboys let down Dak? And he was basically saying that the Cowboys let down Dak. I'm sitting like, hey, unbiased opinion. I like that. Come on with it.
You know what's so funny? He broke down what us 20% of us have been saying for a long time. You know what I mean?
It was refreshing.
And it's kind of, it was really refreshing to see somebody else that's seen that same argument when you have Shady going on his platform saying, oh, the team they don't follow Dak. They don't think Dak is the man. And then you have Stephen A. Smith hear that and then double down on it to say that Dak is the problem. The team, they don't follow Dak. And this dude broke it down. He broke it down with the organization. He broke it down with the coaching. And he had that statement that Dak don't let down the Cowboys. The Cowboys have let Dak down.
Yeah.
And you see it in so many different ways. And now you're seeing it now because there's no reason that Parsons not signed.
Right.
There's no reason. I don't, when people say, oh, they moving differently. No, they moving the same way they always move. You know what I mean? Now, if you move different, you come in there and you say, Pickens is him, okay?
Yeah.
Well, you got Pickens in, you're going to negotiate and say, hey, man, and it's blasphemy to talk about this team, but you know what team I'm talking about. Sign your players early. Why you can't sign Pickens? Why you can't sign him for 3 or 4 right now? Why you can't sign him? Why you can't sign Tyler? Why you can't sign him?
Yeah.
It's like most teams that want to win, they prove to their players that they want to win. Dallas front office don't prove to their players that they want to win. Their coaching staff don't prove to their players that they want to win. Shotty's seen a lot of this. And what he's trying to do is trying to say, hey, man, we're going to put y'all in a position to win. We just need that front office to have that same commitment, and get this thing rolling. No, it's not going to happen. Because Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, they're not going to change. We already know that.
Well, here's Poindexter, before you go down that rabbit hole there. I just want to say this, though. I think that Shotty been around the league for a long time. His father coached football, and I think that Shotty, anytime a man got tattoos on his hands, you know what I'm saying, and he's coaching America's team, I think that Shotty understands that Jerry and Steven, they do like to get in the way. And I think that he know this one little thing. Make it like it's their ideal, and you can be able to trick them a little bit. And I think that's going to be the difference maker. And this is just me. You can say I'm reaching a little bit, Poindexter, but I just think that Shotty, he knows how to go grab a few drinks, talk some stuff to Jerry, and then make some implementations. Don't you know who else used to get a few drinks and then talk to Jerry? Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, yeah. That's how he got fired.
That's how he got fired.
You know what's so crazy?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I say, man, if a miracle happened and Shady takes this team to the Super Bowl and they win, Jerry Jones gonna fire him.
He gonna fire him, man. Hey, give me that. But with Jerry, you just gotta make it. You just gotta make it like their ideal. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, for example, Poindexter. Poindexter, let me know if I'm real. Let me know if I'm real with you now on this one. Let's say you hungry, you finna go out to grab something to eat. You tell your lady, hey, you want anything? She say no. What you coming back with?
Oh, I'm gonna definitely bring her something.
You gonna bring her something?
I'm gonna bring her something she like that she can't even, that I know she can't turn down.
Yeah.
I know what she like. I'm gonna make sure I bring it and shit.
That's wisdom.
Like, well, I'm not really hungry, but I appreciate your prayer.
Yeah, because if Poindexter, if you come through them double doors, 'cause I know you got a big old mansion, you come through them double doors and you don't got nothing in your hand, and she gonna say, you didn't. And even though you said, baby, I figure go grab something to eat. Do you want anything? And she said, no, I don't want anything. You better come through them double doors with something in your hand. I'm just telling you, man. So Shotty, I think Shotty is on that level, bro.
And when you talk about them double doors, I don't go through them double doors. I got a little house on the prairie, but I own that bad boy.
Oh, you own it? Well, hey, it's the lot. It's not the size of the house. It's the lot. Come on with it.
Look, the HOA ain't coming by here, man, because it's a homestead. I can do whatever I want, man. I have tent parties and everything else. It's just bad boy.
No doubt, man. Poindexter, you got anything else, before I let you go?
Hey, man, but I like I said, man, I see you working. I see you working. You out there, man, you finding content everywhere. You hear what I'm saying? And just like D-Shift said before, man, we appreciate your hard work. We appreciate the grind. We really do. That's why I tune in to you, man, because I can see the grind. You always humble, man. You big in this thing, man, but you still a servant. And I love what you do, man, okay?
I appreciate it,
so I'm going to get on out of here. And for the chat, how about
that boy, I'm trying to match it. Appreciate you, man. It's always a pleasure, bro. Yeah. Somebody said free game. Somebody going to Walmart now. They better come back with something in their hands. Said, baby, I was thinking about you, baby. Even if you didn't get the right thing, you just better come back with something. Yeah. Because the first thing she gonna say, oh, you didn't give me nothing, and it don't matter how many times you told her, do you want anything? And here's another one. I'm going to say one more before I let Lady Jessica on, Baby, when she say don't worry about it, you in trouble. She take the trash out, and then you wait. You take that trash out, and you wait a little bit. Remember, waiting too long. That's the name of the title. Too long of a wait. And then she said, "Don't worry about it. You in god doggone trouble. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, or let me know if I'm right." Yeah. When she say don't worry about it, that's okay. You in all type of trouble, boy. I got Lady Jessica from the 903. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hello, Law Nation.
Hey, I'm doing great.
I saw your video, and I just want to take the time out to say I have my mom. My mom just had a birthday May 22nd. She made 7, but I know how it is to lose a parent because my dad has been gone for a few years now.
Yeah.
So, my heart goes out to you, and I really appreciate you for all you do. I wish I could do more. I really do. But one day, I'm going to be able to do more.
Come on with it,
And, I'm between the two opinions with this guy. I mean, I like my guy. I mean, I like our boys we have. I just said they need a little more help in different areas. And you know how I am by that. I've been backing that since he's been here. I've been telling people respect on our boy name because everybody, I don't get why our fan base act like they. But anyway, do you remember when they thought that Dak was not going to get paid, was not going to be signed? How all these different teams in our division that we go up against, that y'all say are our rivals.
Yeah.
Which everybody is our rivals.
Everybody.
Every team that is not the Dallas Cowboy is our team ops.
Right.
And my cousin, as you know, I wanted him here, but he's a Chicago Bear now. But I will not be changing my team. I do want his jersey. Only want his jersey long.
Who's your cousin?
Because he is in the NFL, and that is a family who I support and am proud of.
Who that?
Because of how
who is
Shamor.
that?
Shamor
Turner. Okay, yeah. I bumped into him with Coach. Yeah. Texas A&M.
That's my mother's sister, my mother's daddy's sister's grandson.
Okay.
And we double kin. His mom.
Oh, double kin.
Her dad is kin to me on my grandmother's side, and her mom is my auntie.
Yeah.
On my great aunt on my mom's side.
Yeah.
That's my fam. I just want his jersey because I want to show him his support. But my team is Dallas Cowboys. But a lot of our families talking about, well, we gonna be changing teams now. Like what?
We play the Bears sometime this year, I believe. So yeah.
I just want to get his jersey with his number on it because that's my cousin, and I'm proud of him.
I'm proud of him
my
too.
Team is Dallas Cowboys.
Hold tight, Jessica. I got a super chat. Give me 1 second, okay? Let the AI.
Charles, $5. Law, I have supported you now for over 5 years and will continue to support you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sadiq, for the $5 cash app. Super chat. Appreciate you so much. Now Jessica, now keep going. But you know.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, because I really was praying for you, because I know it's a lot of people I know that have lost their mom, like my first lady. You know, we lost my first lady, to cancer. She lost the battle to cancer. It came back.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful for this channel. I'm grateful for the people that I've met. Like I said, Dallas is my team. How about the Cowboys? I just want my cousin jersey because I'm proud of him, of his accomplishment. But I will never become a Chicago Bear fan. That's my team ops. That's what it is. I wear a Dak Prescott jersey. I met Zeke. I'm glad for that. And some more Cowboys that's not Cowboys anymore. Yeah. But remember, I showed you those pictures. I was looking for you to tell me who they were. Because I really wanted their names.
No doubt. No doubt.
On Twitter. Y'all have a good day. Happy Memorial Day. How about them Cowboys? Let's go win this Super Bowl ring because it is our year. It's our time now.
Yes, indeed. No doubt. That's Lady Jessica, man. Put y'all hands together for that, you know. Yeah. Dealing with losing a loved one is very, very, very difficult, especially when you're close. Like these last few months is just going to be crazy because it hits you like for Christmas it hit me, and then New Year's it hit me, and Valentine's Day, you know, it hit you, you know, because you're so used to picking up the phone calling moms, and then for Mother's Day it hit me, for Easter it hit me, so it never goes away, but it's still fresh, you know, fresh womb, you know. And then next month is her birthday, she's born on June 9th, so I already know I'm prepared, you know, for, you know, it's just one of those things like
Spartans, prepare for glory.
I'm prepared for glory, you know. It's one of those things. So around these times, you know, normally during the holidays like this, shoot, Mama Nim, boy, she'll come up, man, make a mean potato salad with no raisins, right? With no raisins on that thing. But, you know, that's life, man. Put it like this. There's two appointments that you won't miss. If you hear the day you were born and the day time you go see the Creator, you ain't gonna miss them appointments. Nah, it's just designed that way, right? And that's one appointment. Hey, you won't be late on. You be on time for when it's time for you to see the curator. Yeah. What time you supposed to check out law? Yeah. Hey, I won't be late for it. I'll be there with the father. All right, I got the 215 and then I got 100 grand. But the 215, you live. Talk to me.
What's up, Law? This your boy Hoodie Kush, man. This is my personal number.
Oh, yeah. What's good with you, man? Sound like you in the shower, man. Where you at?
Actually, no. I'm inside my lab right now at work.
Oh, okay.
It's that time and a half right now. I need that.
Okay, time and a half. Well, what you got then, man? Make it real quick.
All right. I'll make it as quick as possible. So, you asked the question earlier, Gilly or Ramsey? My answer is more of a question as well. My question is, if you go younger, then you're going with your athleticism. If you want Jalen Ramsey, you're gonna have Jalen Ramsey teaching these dudes the ins and outs due to their athleticism. But if you're gonna go with Gilly is an elder statesman. Gilly doesn't have the same athleticism he had 8-9 years ago. So what Gilly relies on now, if you didn't notice in that Eagles game, that when we had him, he doesn't rely on athleticism. He relies on his smarts, being cerebral. It's the same thing you want in the quarterback, like the Jaden Daniels of the world, the Lamar Jackson. When their athleticism fades, the only way that they'll be able to continue to grow in this game is by what? Being cerebral.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only way for longevity.
No doubt, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Athleticism, man. I appreciate you, man. Hit me back, man, when you get out of the shower, man. Appreciate you, bro. Don't drop the soap, man. Yeah, man. I was like, man. But he right, though, as the water splash and everything. I just think that, when you start looking at the two, I think Ramsey got probably a little bit step better than Gilly right now. But I'm looking for Gilly for his mindset and his skill set. That's why I'm bringing him in for all of these things. But let me get my guy. But Jessica states with the $2 support, I appreciate you so much. She says, I've been rolling with you for a long time. Yes, indeed. I'm going to let my guy, man, 100 grand, man. Hold it down for me, man. I got to check something with my little one. But you live, though.
I just want to say, how about them Knicks on that win yesterday? Lord didn't put that on Instagram. He didn't put that on the gram, but he put all this Indiana stuff on the gram. All the ops right now. I'm just letting everybody know he the ops, man. He pick and choose, man. I don't appreciate that. Hurt my heart. I thought that was my brother, man. He just like hurting people, man. That's what he like to do. It's messed up. It ain't right. And I'm calling him out on it. It ain't right. Other than that, man, I just want to know. I just don't understand, about this culture thing. If we winning, we got a culture. If we losing, we ain't got no culture. So if we start losing, all the shoddy love gonna go away. What's up, chat? Y'all gonna let me know? Is all the love gonna go away if we start to lose? That's what I want to know. What's up with that? Because he getting all this love now. All this love. But if we start to lose, is he going to still get the love? He going to get grace?
All right, I'm back 100 grand, man. What's good with you, man? What you talking about, bro?
Hey, man, I just, let the people know how shady you are, man.
What happened, man? What's going on, man?
I let everybody know what type of person you are, man.
What you mean?
The real law. I let them know.
What you talking about?
About the real law. Chat, tell them, law. Tell them, chat.
What you been saying?
Let them know. Okay. Shout out to my Knicks, man. We won yesterday.
Oh, man, you a Heat guy. You a Heat guy. Wait a minute, you a Heat guy.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
I said. My heat is out.
Your heat is out, so you out. When your heat is out, your heat. No, man, you can't double dip, man. Yeah, you can't double dip. But if you want it, here you go right here. Here you go. If I'm gonna play go, here you go.
A few moments.
So it's okay. So I said, go New York, go. Shout out to New York. But hey, just wait. You see, just like but Stephen, I'm the Stephen A. Smith of the basketball now, man. Just like anything. Yeah, they come out. Yeah, a nuclear bomb can hit the earth, and them damn Knicks fans come up out of the sewer, and they still alive, and they so delusional. They win one game. See, y'all jumped out to the league. Y'all jumped out to the league. But just wait. They are about to be an accident waiting to happen. You can book it. You can bet on it. Yeah. It's been 52, 53 years for them doggone Knicks. So come on with it. Stephen A. Smith had a hairline right here the last time they won the damn championship. You know what I'm saying? So come on with it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying, I am a Heat fan, but they ain't in it, so I gotta root for the home team. I'm forced to.
No, you're not. Nobody's Diddy in you. You acting like Casey now, Cassie, whatever her name is. Oops.
All I ask. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
You gonna give me counsel, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh, boy. That girl been with Diddy for 13 years. I was forced.
All type of excuses. And then you read into the case law and come to find out she the main culprit. Oh,
let's stop it, man. Let's stop it, shit. Go ahead, a Cassie apologist hitting me up. He was a billionaire. She couldn't dial 911, but she can dial the dude to send me them D pics, and also I'm gonna open my mouth up so you can pee in it. That girl crazy, man.
She played Kid Cudi and she played her husband. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah. We ain't talking about that, man. Shout out to free Cassie, man. She. But what else you got for me, man? Before I let somebody else go.
I got a Cowboy question though.
What up?
We got a good culture. Culture's being changed. The culture this, the culture that. Let's say we start out losing. Is our culture better, or did our culture not change?
Well,
because when people talk about culture, let's talk about culture. What is culture? Is it because you're winning games? Because we went 12-5, 12-5, 12.
Right.
So what is, and people didn't start talk about the culture until we lost in the playoffs. You can't pick and choose when the culture is good and then when the culture is bad. What makes a culture? Winning or the actual building?
Well, hold on, 100 grand. Is there a thing called a winning culture?
Again.
No. Well, no. I'm saying yes or no, bro. Is there a thing called a winning culture?
That's what people say. Because when you win, you got a winning culture. But when you lose, you don't have a winning culture. That all goes back to the building, though, Lord.
But so the foundation.
Good guys in here. You want to bring guys that
love
football and all 100 things in the culture.
No, 100 grand.
That's what people say.
100 grand. What you want?
Because he said he didn't love football. You said that was a bad culture.
There was a bad. That's a bad mishap. That's a bad mishap. So somebody from a leader aspects supposed to go in there and say, hey, bro, this is how we talk, this is how we walk, this is how we move around here. And this is the one thing that divides us from winning culture and loser culture: competition. If you can compete 100% and let the best man play out there on the field, then that's when you have a winning culture. But when you play that political game, then that's where we will have these issues at 100 grand. And that's why I think that.
Guys, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
We got guys competing. We brought competition in here. We brought players in here. Now, if they start to lose,
So the
culture didn't work. Our culture didn't work. I'm saying
it's how you win. Did you ever watch White Man Can't Jump?
Yes.
Yeah, and you remember your favorite movie? And I think her name was Rosa Perez. I think that was her name. Yeah. And she before her time. But she was saying to the old boy, sometimes you win, but you really lose, and sometimes you lose, but you really win. And what she was getting at is that all wins are not really true wins, and all losses not really true losses, but it's the spirit nature of it. Remember, when he knew he couldn't dunk that ball, he just won a fistful of money, and he said, if you could dunk that ball down that alleyway, I would. You know what I'm saying? I would give you my share of the winnings. He done already won. So what I'm getting at, bro, is that the Dallas Cowboys, when we blow the doors off of those below 500 teams, you see what I'm saying? Is that a winning culture or is that a losing culture? No, but what it is that these guys, even in their loss, they should show that they are competing. I don't like what I saw out of the Cowboys the last time we was in the postseason versus the Packers. We didn't compete. So that would be considered a losing culture. But if we would have lost by 1 point and we went blow to blow, toe to toe with them boys, I say that this team is different, even in spite of the fact that we lost in the postseason. But I'm just tired of us not competing on all levels. That's all I'm saying, though. 100 grand.
Okay, I'm trying to get a clear cut. I'm trying to get a clear cut going on because a lot of people ties culture in with whether if you're winning or not. No, and that's not what it is.
No, that's not what it is.
Yeah, and, but a lot of Cowboy Nation do that.
They do that.
Let's say Dak Prescott lost by 1 point. They still would blame Dak.
I mean, that comes with the territory.
To get over the hump and boom, 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 what's going on? They still would do that because we didn't win.
Yeah.
Because you win. And come on, those Cowboy teams in the 90s was doing all sorts of stuff. Was that a good culture? No, but they won.
But they competed, 100 grand. They competed. That's all I'm saying. They competed.
But now they say, yo, we got bad boys on the team. We need to bring in good guys. Derek guys, we need to bring in good guys that's going to study, good guys that's going to do this and that, good guys that's quiet boys off the field. That's what creates a great culture. That's what they say, and that's not true.
That's not true. In closing, because that's because Jason Garrett. That's because Jason Garrett and Mike McCarthy, they were not culture building guys. Look, before I let you go, right or wrong, yes or no? Did you hear rumblings of Mike McCarthy not having everything put together in Green Bay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And then if you look at Jason Garrett, I mean, the guy still have his shirt tucked in. It looked like he still wear a condom with his lady. He play it safe all the time, bro. That's Jason Garrett. We wasn't really building anything with Jason Garrett. So those were our last two coaches, bro. We wasn't going to win. We wasn't going to win with those type of philosophies.
No, we wasn't going to win.
Because they wasn't culture guys. How you doing, guys?
Jason Garrett learned on the job. He didn't have no experience. So he didn't have nowhere to pull nothing from. So I hated that. I hated that with a passion because he ain't have no other experience to pull from or people to learn from. He learned on the job.
Yeah, so Shotty is different, bro. Shotty is different. He holding these boys a little bit different accountable. Yeah. That will establish the winning culture.
I'm saying I like that. No, I'm saying I like that. But I'm saying that's well and good. Mm-hmm. But if we go 0-2, it's all of that work and all that going these place and that place with the players. All that gets burnt down because we're 0-2. That's all I'm asking.
I feel you, though, bro.
Because people will do that, Law.
Well,
people will say that. The culture didn't change. Our culture is still terrible. That's what they're going to say if we go 0-2, and you know
hey,
I'm right.
well, let them talk, man. I appreciate you, man. Go Pacers, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro. Let me hear you say it, bro.
Yo. How about them Cowboys, man? You already know what it is.
And go Pacers, man. Go ahead.
Nah.
I just wanted to see Stephen A. Smith grow his hairline back because he grew back today, you know what I'm saying, because the damn Knicks won. But just wait. It's an accident waiting to happen. When they lose, they're going to go all the way back off of that bug. Yeah, I got Triller, man, from the 336, man. You in the mix, man. Talk to me.
What's good with it, Law?
Nothing much, bro. Nothing much at all.
I just want to say, you know that I stay in Frisco because I done met you.
Mm-hmm.
Big up. You a solid guy.
I appreciate it.
Real solid mom raised you right.
I appreciate you, man.
I was at the bowling alley and I seen Shabone, and Shabone told me, oh yeah, I'm going to be ready for training camp. So y'all need to be ready for at least 2 cornerbacks if Bland foot is healthy. Because that's what his problem was last year.
When you saw him at the bowling alley, did you look him in his eyes and said, all right, yeah, you be ready for training camp. But week 1, would you be ready to go up against A.J. Brown, Smitty? Would you be ready on the biggest and the brightest of the stage? All eyeballs on prime time TV is going to be looking at him.
I ain't ask him that.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
I talked to him and I seen his little snow bunny. You know what I'm saying? Because my wife didn't like that he was with a snow bunny. But
wait a minute.
I told her.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Anybody can, talk to whoever they want to talk to. But he told me, I'll be ready for training camp. I said, congratulations on getting signed, bro, because I'm from North Carolina, too. You know I got a 3-6 number. I said, I'm from North Carolina, too. And we had a little conversation. He cool as hell. Like,
yeah, Trilla. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We had a little conversation.
Well, what are you drinking? Are you drinking some hen or are you drinking some Corona? What are you drinking? Miller's Light?
I'm smoking Big Dog Biscotti.
Oh, okay. That was you. Okay.
Big Dog Biscotti. But I got a few things to say. Let me get to my point.
Go ahead, get to your points, man. Yeah.
You done had a long day. You've been up for about 2-3 hours. You know what I'm saying? I want to say that with this new wide receiver core and the old wide receiver core, we got to think about it because Dak, CD, Amari Cooper, and Gallup, they only played 7 games together.
Yeah, they did.
Right?
Yeah, you're right.
And then Diggs, Bland, and Gilly, they barely played together. Right?
Right.
So what if all that come together? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if all of it what if everybody healthy? Which I know it's the NFL.
Yeah, war of attrition. Yep.
Everybody ain't gonna be healthy, but like, what if Dak has a good receiving core and he stay healthy? And what if the cornerback core uplifts the defensive line and everybody stay healthy and we just ball out? Like, you never know what's gonna happen.
Hey, man, that will be dope, man, if that can happen, Trilla, man. I appreciate you for calling in, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen. I just need one more comment. I need to stop talking about trades. We don't need to trade nobody unless it's backup offensive line. And we need to go get Ramsey. And we need to go.
Roland's
We need to
reviews
just do what we
$5.
need to do. We
This is
doing what
Auntie.
we need to
My
do
wrench
this year
disappeared
for some
nephew.
reason.
Go
All the
Cowboys.
years,
Smiling
we
face,
doing what
smiling
we need
face,
to do.
smiling
Let
face.
us do what we need to do. And y'all got some fake. Stop being fake. Y'all being fake.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, Trilla. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Let's go Cowboys.
No doubt. It's Trilla, man. I bump into so many people, man. Just next time, man, be like, hey, man, I'm Trilla, man. I'm the one that called in. And I know exactly who you are and all of that good stuff. Shout out to your auntie. Thank you so much for your support and your love and adulations. Just make a comment right quick, and I can see if I can add you back to it. I don't know what happened to it. But, yeah. Auntie, let me know if you can just comment something in the chat, and then we get things rolling. In light of everything, for content purposes wise, love who you love, right? Regardless of whether or not you yellow, green, orange, blue. You know what I'm saying? I just say love who you love and all of that good stuff. I hope my guy Trilla, he wasn't throwing no jabs at the man Squeeze, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if she can, get him going and rehab him up together and believe in him from the beginning, then that's what counts most of everything. All right, so I got room for about 2 more callers, man, and I got the H-Town, and then I got 901, and hold tight for me, anybody else. All right, so 832, you live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Hey, it's H-Town Cowboy. What's going on, bro?
Not much, bro, man. What you got?
Happy Memorial Day to Law Nation, and my condolences about your mother, man. But I've been doing a deep dive on these Cowboys, man. I think we highly underrated for what type of systems we gonna run, Law.
Break it down, like on offense, defense.
Both, because I'm a football savant, man.
Right.
I'm thinking, and I've been studying. What's the guy named Eberflus? I'm thinking. Everybody thinking we gonna run a 4-3 with Easy Rocky. Do you think that we're gonna be in a 3-4 most of the time, Law?
Well, we don't have the linebackers to run a 3-4, and nor we have the girth to somebody can play one tech.
You're gonna have Micah and Easy Rock on our side, and Leah Fowler and Kenny Murray.
Yeah, they're if you look at their body types, man, they're not, the Terrell Suggs of the worlds, and of course we don't have that Ray in the middle. You get what I'm saying? Like we don't have that 3-4 personnel, especially Micah will have to be Micah probably still run. He could still do it, but we don't have the size.
Well, Ray Lewis, he ran a 4-3 with them 2 monsters up. I played against Sam Adams.
Yeah, so you seen Sam Adams, and it was Saragusa. Them boys was big, man. We don't have that.
Sam Adams from Houston.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I played against him.
Yeah.
So, I think, but Ray them ran a 4-3, but I'm just thinking we're gonna run a hybrid like Belichick used to run, 4-3-3-4 defense.
I mean, if you look at Eberflus, he do run some variations of 3-4, but he run variations, but I just think that from a personnel aspect, I just don't. Now I could be 1,000,000% wrong, fam. And these guys can go out there and just show us up, but I think we're gonna be more 4-3. Well, go ahead.
I mean, Kenny Murray 6'3", 240, Leofold 6'4", 240. Them ain't no little bitty dudes. Law.
Yeah.
And then you got the big boy from Houston. What's his name? Patrick Bryant.
Who gonna be your one? Who gonna be your one tech?
Mazi gotta be, man. Y'all making Mazi look bad, man. Mazi ain't that bad, man. Mazi come off a double shoulder surgery and gave you all he had last year, man.
Right.
I think he gonna bust out this year, man. He looks strong, man. I
saw
pictures of him on he looks strong, man. And when you get somebody that's been good and everybody talking down on him and he ain't gave up, I think he's gonna show up this year, Law. I'm a psychology major, so I'm pinning it on his on him becoming a man because he's 24, 25 now, and he getting all the blame, and it's not for him because we haven't had a middle linebacker since the boy out of Alabama, man. We just been not
Rolando McClain
of a defense. Rolando McClain.
Yeah. But man, I hear you, man. I just feel as if though. Go ahead.
I'm really let's talk about the offense. This is what really gonna make the defense. Now, Clayton Adams is a bona fide run instructor.
Right.
Both places he's been at, Indianapolis and with the Cardinals, he changed both of them running programs.
He did.
And he never had this type of talent on the offensive line. We got some bullies, man. And I think Tyler Guyton, he's gonna be able to put Tyler Guyton in the positions, him and Terrence Steele, become downhill. Them some big boys, man. You right there, them some big boys we got up front. With good pedigrees. Big Smith, the best guard in the league. Probably Cooper Beebe top 10 center right now.
Right now, yo.
You put the boy we just got.
Tyler.
What's his name?
Booker.
Big Tyler Booker.
TB.
Oh man, he mashing people, man. He reminds me of Larry Allen, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put it on his head, but Javonte Williams, he's the same back as James Conner. you know.
Yep.
And he had James Conner getting 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns over there with nothing, man. You know, Kyler Murray,
but in closing though, bro. In closing, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. We both love the Cowboys, man. I'm thinking 13-4 this year, Law. I'm seeing us get all the way to the NFC Championship game. Dak is a play-action quarterback. We got the two best. We got the best wide receiver combo in the league with a quarterback, with the offensive line. I'm looking at 13-4 NFC Championship, Law, and Dak is 9-3 against Jalen Hurts. That's all I got to say, Law.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in. That's Russell, man, who played with Sam Adams and them boys. All right, from the 901, man. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hey, Law Nation. How you doing on this Memorial Day?
Hey, man. All is well. Can't complain.
Hey, Law. I'm calling in from Memphis, Tennessee, but Law, I won't tell you.
Talk to me, man.
Been a Cowboy fan since I was 13 years old. I'm 59 years old now.
Okay.
But let's tell you about the blood of the Cowboy that run through me. And Long, this offseason to me, it's been totally different from those 12-5 off seasons that we even won 12-5 on those games that during those seasons.
Right.
Off season has been completely different, but I mean a good difference. And what I like about Law, we have sneakily, how you want to put it, we sneaky became solid. If you notice, even before we went to the draft, they were adding defensive linemen on the roster. Some we had and some we didn't, but they bought them, and we got good depth rotation on our defensive line. Not only that, Law, I like the fact that this is going to be our second year for BB and all the other guys that came in. They're going to gel this year, even with bringing in the rookie. When that offensive line snaps that ball, man, you know how you walk through the jungle and you see trees falling?
Yeah.
That's the way the offense had a defense on the opposite side looking. They're going to be, just think about it. You're talking about we got two wide receivers, two number one. So you're going to try to cover them both. Okay, let's say you dedicate 6 people toward a safety and on safety and 2 corners on all that stuff on our receiver. Well, don't forget we got Turpin. we got number 1, Jalen Tobin. We got players all over the field. You can't cover everything on the offense. So even if we dink and don't, guess what? They give us time of possession, and time of possession means less possession for the opposite team, which makes our defense well rested when they hit the field. So everything is starting to come together the way I like it. And I think what we're going to do, it's not going to be a sneak attack. Right. It's going to be a Cowboys attack on this whole football league this coming year. And look out. I don't care about Stephen A. Smith. None of those guys. I don't care nothing. All these things people say about these Cowboys, a lot of them wish they had to play for the Cowboy White.
Come on with it, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, indeed. It's a good call from a man from the 901. All right, so, man, we got like 13 other people in the chat, man, or in the call queue. Y'all be sure to check us out, man, a little later on tonight. Cowboys Collective, we'll be live there doing a show at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That will be 6 o'clock Cowboys time. So y'all be sure to check us out there. And if you called in today, be sure to reach out to us tomorrow. This is what Dak Prescott had to say about Shotty.
Great job in building the culture. I mean, look at him right there, seeing and dapping off guys, and that's him. You're going to see him around weight room, the field, the locker room, preaching about competing every day. But not only that, we're doing them in team meeting, competing at practice. So that's the part about today's practice, right, is that fine line of competing, but doing it smart and being disciplined about it. And he's just doing a hell of a job building the culture, understanding that, yeah, we do have to do it from the ground up. It's been fun.
So basically, Dak is repeating what we all saying is competition, competing. And that is what we need to do is compete. Walking around and getting to know everybody in your groups, man. One of the things as a leader of the team, you should know all of your strengths and weaknesses. You should know who's timid and who's shy. You know, when is the time for that person to talk about it and when it's time for that person to drive home with a point. There should be nobody nervous before the game because those who are heavily prepared, they are ready for it, right? But those who kind of cheated on the test and those who didn't study to prove thyself worthy, they worried, they nervous, right? So those are the things that we've been having issues with. Is you may be good in a certain point of view of winning, but you learn more from your losses than your success. And I think that's where Mike McCarthy went wrong at. And I'm not saying that I'm going to take away from Mike McCarthy success when he was here, but I think that when we was getting the wins, it was always, hey, I'm proving that I am a 2010 Super Bowl champ coach versus knowing, you know, there's two categories. Improving, right? And don't worry about proving someone wrong or right or proving that you are right. Just work on improving. You improve every day 1%. You'll be better than what you were the previous day. And that's what I was getting at. Shout out to your auntie. I see you in the chat. It says Facts Law. Appreciate you. And you should get the ranch back and getting things going from that aspect of it. On this day, I hope that you guys can still be with loved ones, right? That's in the military. But for the fallen soldiers that's in the ground right now, their bodies may be in the ground, but their spirit remains. They can still feel their presence when you are walking into a certain room. And I know that's true. My granddad, he been dead since 1998. But his presence is still felt within the confines of the family. Sometimes I get to talking, they say, hell, that's granddad right there, right? So legends, they never die. Legends, they never go away. They always here, Cowboy Nation. And I hope that when I'm gone, when it's time for me to push up daisies, when it's time for me to ashes, dust to dust, I hope that y'all can say, hey, I see a little law in that content creator. I see a little law in that content creator. As they say, tell me not in mournful numbers. Life is but an empty dream, for a soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, and life is earnest, and the grave is not as gold. Dust I are, to dust return. Wasn't even spoken of the soul. In his broad fields of battle and biviance of life, be not like a dumb-driven cattle, but be that hero in the strife. Lives, oh yes, lives of great men all remind us we can live our lives sublime in departing. Leave behind us footprints on the mighty sands of time. Speaking of time, don't measure the distance you walked or ran. Measure the hearts and the soul and the minds that you have changed. I always say, you know, those convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. But it's deeper than that. I recall a time when I was sleeping out of my car many a moons ago before I got on with the federal government. I recall the time there was this old cassette tape that I would play. It was a Les Brown tape, and he was talking about you got to be hungry. And he was hungry. He was talking about his stories and his shortcomings and how he was held back in kindergarten and first grade and stuff like that. And he stuttered when he spoke. But his determination got him to where he was at. And I said, man, that sounds like me. If he can do it, why I can't do it? So I was sleeping out of the car, and I'll still put on my 3-piece suit, still go to work. People will bump into me. This was before YouTube. Before I started doing this, they said, man, I want to be like you. And if they only knew where I slept at the night before. But it was all about the hungry and determination. But let me break this down to you all. My mom loved that quote at the end. Write this down. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan for it, or lose all terror of your mind. If you were simply ice cold, Sadiq, Jessica, Jerry, and I believe you already did it, Jerry, go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of body or brain can turn you all away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, you will get it. Now let's run it up, baby. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's get it.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, wet, tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up, I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip this, wet, tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely.
Come on.
22 is savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
Don't zone me.
I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick
McGrady.
The first one in, the last one out, can't
call me lazy.
Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me.
I need
6 rings like MJ.
Come on, Cowboy Nation, let's get it. I wake up. Law.
No drip this.
Tell them run it up. Appreciate everybody, man. If we offended anyone, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all to the stars and back. Until next time.
No drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, I'm down that check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, down that check, no drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest, might crash,
hush, go eat some barbecue somewhere.
Tell them run it up.
Until next time.